When you think about Ebola, you probably don't think of singing about it. But this week at the United Nations, a gala event took place to both celebrate the progress that's been made fighting the disease, as well as to raise funds to help West Africa rebuild. Of course, Arise News was there.
We are here to celebrate progress and solidarity in the final push to defeat Ebola and help the affected countries build for a better future.
Ebola was silent killer, raging so hard in West Africa.
Where television does not reach, where newspapers don't reach, music will reach. In Africa, music is a wonderful mode of communication, and I think singing in the different African languages, you reach every African, even in the villages.
The reason we have begun to turn the tide on this epidemic is not just that many countries, including many represented here and certainly including the United States, dug deep and stepped up to provide resources. That's one reason, and it's a critical reason. But the tide is turning above all because we did not let our fear drown out our understanding and appreciation of our common security and our common humanity.
We feel very, very sorry for the Ebola in Africa. So we pray people to help us for this sickness. Please, that's because I'm here.
Funding is essential. It is not just a West African problem. We are a global community, and it is our problem.
I think this is also about human rights. It's about every human having the right to treatment.
The epidemic's not over, and we're seeing decreased coverage in the press these days with so many other issues. It's important to raise awareness, not only to the victims, but also to the people that are doing so much to change the narrative and to change the virus and to end it and to help end the spread of the epidemic.
I think it's important for me to be here because I think a lot of people have lost sight of the issue and have forgotten that it's even an issue, but it is still an issue, it's still a disease, it's still something that needs to be rectified in many countries around the world. So I'm here to help bring awareness to the situation and provide support to this great organization.
No more war, no more religious division, only love and compassion can heal the nation.
When I wrote the song, Better Tomorrow, it was an African story that brought me to tears. And I'm grateful that they chose the song as a theme song for such an, to rebuild communities, to heal, to help.
Well, joining us are the two producers of the concert, Terence Dudley and Brandon Cohen. Thanks for joining us here. I first got to underscore something. Of course, Sarah Firth, our correspondent in Lagos, was talking about some good news out of Liberia there. They're the fight. They seem to be winning the fight there. But of course, there's still a lot of work to be done. I'm just scratching my head here, guys, because, looking back on all this, this tragic disease of Ebola, it looked like it was going to consume the world, but that doesn't appear to be the case so far. However, what you guys have done has been an extraordinary event in raising more awareness about this, and we can't let up. How difficult was it getting the celebs to become a part of this event that you did?
I mean, every event you have a challenge with different celebrities and their schedules, but we went through our friends and our personal family relationships and working closely with the United Nations to really go to certain key people. I mean, we had Sheikh Hamad Diop perform. I mean, one of the most Grammy nominee. It was the most amazing thing you can ever see on the United Nations stage. And we had, that's the thing with celebrities, they're busy, but you have to be persistent and keep going after them. And when you go after them and you tell them what you're doing and what the initiatives and what the awareness is, they're going to come on and support you.
But especially, of course, if they think it's a good cause. And obviously, this is a very noteworthy cause. And Terence, I have to ask you, getting the United Nations involved and having a concert right there where the General Assembly meets, it had to be really a kind of a mind-boggling, hair-raising in a good sense kind of thing,
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. We appreciate the United Nations having us there to use their stage as a forum for this situation, and we appreciate all the artists that lent their time and support, whether it be donations or videos or even performing.
A good cause has to have, gentlemen, obviously good people behind it. What got you two involved in taking on this project here?
I mean, when I saw the graphic images and people stepping over bodies, that just can't happen. We live in a world and society where we need to step up to the plate and really help those people in need. We all live in fortunate lives. There's people that we need to really help out with the medical supplies and health infrastructure. They don't have that in there in Sierra Leone and Libya and really Guinea. This is where the money is being raised to help all of that.
Sure. It's good to see young men involved in this. You two are young men. That's nice to see. It certainly makes me feel good here. I want to talk a little bit about the concert itself. I want to get back to the money and all those specific things here. But in your mind, from both of you, what were some of the highlights of the concert?
Well, Etana came on. She performed her song Better Tomorrow. Myself and James Manus put together a group we called Independent Artists United and remixed the song, and they performed. It was about 16 or so different artists, young artists.
Brandon?
And then, of course, Lisa Vanderpump. I mean, she came from LA, she came here, and when she ended her speech and she said that it is our disease, that was the biggest impact. I watched her and I was almost crying because that's just so powerful.
It's just amazing you could have a concert of this magnitude without Kanye West. That's grabbing the spotlight up on the stage. This is good. I want to get down to some serious matters here in terms of money being raised. Obviously, it all boils down to the money. I say that all the time. If it's not about the money, it is indeed about the money, gentlemen. Can you tell us how much money was raised at this point?
Well, the money's still being tabulated. It's still coming in from different organizations within the United Nations and outside, different artists. We're still putting together a fundraiser in the form of a silent donation, where artists like Derek Jeter, Adam Levine will donate some of their
to a live auction.
Yeah, a live auction.
Okay.
Some of their things.
How will this money be spent? Once it's all toward medical supplies or
medical supplies, orphanages, hospitals. They're building a
mobile clinics.
Mobile clinic, yes.
Okay, look, real quick, we have less than 30 seconds. If people will still want to donate money, how do they do that, gentlemen?
We have a hashtag Ebola And Beyond, which will give all the information.
And our website is www.ebolaandbeyond.com.
Okay, you heard it first here on The Rise of You. Of course, Terence, Dudley, Brandon, Cohen, gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
And many blessings to you.
Thank you.
All right. And thank you for joining us for Arise Review. You can keep in touch with all Arise News programs on Facebook. I'm Julian Phillips, and as always, have a great, great week.
A brand new song.